Hello Red Devils, today in this video we are going to talk about the 5 best options from which Sir Jim Ratcliffe can choose the next director of football of Manchester United. So let us begin. In at number 5 comes Andrea Berta. He is currently the sporting director of Atletico Madrid, joined them as their technical director in 2013 and later was appointed as their sporting director in 2017. Under his tenure, Atletico Madrid have won the La Liga 2 times, have qualified for the Champions League final 2 times, and he has been credited with some of the most successful signings in their history like Antonio Griezmann and Jan Oblak. He is actually a kind of a net spend master for them, not only specializing in player recruitment but also selling players for a very good price. So he can be a very good option if Sir Jim Ratcliffe decides to go with him. At number 4 on the list comes Cristiano Giuntoli. He is currently the sporting director of Juventus, was actually the sporting director of Napoli last season where they actually won the Scudetto after 33 years, signed some brilliant players like Kvaratskhelia, Victor Osimhen and Kim Min-jae. Not only with Napoli, he also had success with Spezia, helped Spezia to get promoted from Serie B to Serie A. So he comes in with a lot of pedigree in the bank. And for me, he is a very good option and Sir Jim Ratcliffe must take a good look at him. At number 3 comes Newcastle's Dan Ashworth. After the Saudi takeover, they decided to go with Dan Ashworth as the new sporting director of Newcastle, who was working as a technical director at Brighton. We all know the brilliant football structure that Brighton has built under him. And at Newcastle also, Dan Ashworth didn't disappoint. Helped Newcastle qualify for the Champions League last season and signed some players like Bruno Guimaraes and Andre Isaac. This season, in fact, he also helped them to sign Sandro Tonali, which I was quite surprised with. So, with a lot of Premier League experience, Dan Ashworth can really be a good option for Sir Jim Ratcliffe. In at number 2 comes the most popular choice on this list, Paul Mitchell. And if we go by the recent reports, Sir Jim Ratcliffe is quite keen on appointing him. Worked at Southampton, worked at Tottenham, worked with our former manager Ralf Rangnick at RB Leipzig, is a specialist in player recruitment and can help us improving our recruitment strategy massively. Definitely one of the best people in his fields and can be the man to take Man United forward and help us to get where we actually belong. But my favorite choice and number 1 on this list is none other than Paolo Maldini. The AC Milan legend that Sir Alex Ferguson once wanted to bring at Manchester United but couldn't. So what better time to bring him as the sporting director of Manchester United. Helped AC Milan to recover their former glory by helping them win the Scudetto, signed players like Rafael Leo, Theo Hernandez and also signed players like Zlatan Ibrahimovic and Giroud to get the perfect combination of youth and experience. I just think that Paolo Maldini and Manchester United is a match made in heaven and we shouldn't let the opportunity go. So here was my list of director of football from which Sir Jim Ratcliffe should choose from. What is your? Comment down below.